What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 91 of our Pittsburgh Pirates MLB The Show 24 franchise mode here on the channel. 91 episodes deep. We're in the home stretch here of the Show 24 content. Literally just waiting for the full minors guys to release the brand new rosters for the Show 25. Updated rookies and prospects. Just waiting on that. Last year was about July, so thinking hopefully about July again for that to get done. But as we go into the 2042 season here, Paul Skenes comes in just 6 wins shy of 300 in his career. Yes, 300 career wins. That is a lot of damn wins for any pitcher. You got to think he's already one of the 4 greatest strikeout pitchers of all time last season. You know, collecting his 4,000th, yes, 4,000th career strikeout. That is a lot of strikeouts. You know, in elite company with guys like Randy Johnson, guys like Nolan Ryan and Steve Carlton. You know, some of the greatest pitchers of all time. You know, of course, 2 of the greatest lefties. And then, you know, the Ryan Express that just went till he couldn't go no more, age like 45 almost. But take a look at the lineups. How are we doing so far? Kind of abysmal. Not a great offense. Definitely not a great offense. They're struggling from a lot of our lingering veterans here on the team. Yeah, you can tell these guys are definitely past their prime. Henry Davis has no at-bats so far. We also have 3 catchers on the roster. Pitching 8-8 from Danny Argue. Skenes is 1-8. That is unfortunate there. Skenes needs to definitely pick things up here going to the latter half of the season. He needs 5 more wins to get to 300. Just 5 more. Come on, Paul. Figure it out going down the stretch here. You could do it. But take a look, see how we are doing in the bullpen. Renee Sandoval's pretty good there. Buck 90, 20 saves, 1 blown save. Not bad. Definitely an improvement from his previous 16 games last year, where he had a 6.60 ERA, 5 saves, and 5 blown saves. I'll take 20-1 here for the 22-year-old right-hander. But going into the stretch here, going past the trade deadline, Pirates not really in a position that they're going to be trading anyone. They don't really have the talent to move off of contracts. They don't really have the talent to really, or even really the record to bring people in. You know, we're about 40 games under 500, not quite, like 30-something games under 500 right now. But we don't really have anyone to trade, and we don't really have no reason to bring anyone in. So we're kind of like in a really weird limbo state here, where it's like, what do we do with this team? 64-98, 34 games under 500, not a good look. But hey, they're Pirates fans. They are used to this. They won 2 World Series, so they're happy enough with most of this core. I mean, not bad. 45 home runs there for Castillo. Not shabby at all. Definitely the bright spot on this team. Eldridge somehow ended up back as a starter. Adam Miller, Tamar Johnson, and Connor Griffin are all starters as well. All right, I'll take it. Henry Davis and Eduardo Tate still on the bench there. Tate 1 home run, 28 at-bats there for Davis, so he did some playing time. 13-13 there for Danny. Skenes finished 8-11, so a bit of a resurgence there for Paul Skenes going into the latter half of the season. Like to see that. Jared Jones, you did okay. Definitely could have done worse, but I'll take that out of Jared Jones. Let's see. Norton, 180 ERA, not bad. Sandoval apparently just imploded. 32-5, so we only picked up 12 more saves during the season. Blew 4 more. What happened, Renee? I mean, definitely not what you want to see there out of, you know, blowing 4 of your next 16 save opportunities. Not a good look there. Skenes finished with 8-11 for 302 career wins. And 4,300 career strikeouts. Not too bad for Paul Skenes. 211 strikeouts, a 4.44 ERA, and an 8-11 record. The Braves win the 2042 World Series over the Kansas City Royals. I mean, you don't love to see that there because I am a Phillies fan. Don't want to see the Braves winning. I mean, the Phillies had a lot A lot of good teams started this series. Brooke Tate wins MVP. All right. Bo Stacy wins Cy Young there for the Phillies. Good old Bo Stacy. Like to see that there. Arlo Quidovo wins the batting title. We have Ellis there for reliever of the year. Not too shabby. Castilla wins rookie of the year. Only batting .230. That's rough. Brooke Tate gets Hank Aaron. All right. We got Rivas gets a gold glove. All right. So in the gold gloves here, Jackie Robinson. I'm sorry, Jackie Robinson? Jack Robinson's a white man, by the way. Number 41, Jackie Robinson, for one of the Phillies, wins a gold glove. I'm sorry, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen in this game. You're telling me Jackie Robinson, from his grave, came back as a white man and is now winning gold gloves as the catcher for the Phillies. That's great. Love to see that there for the Phillies. You know, hey man, you got to commit to the bit, I guess. But as we continue going through here, Silver Sluggers, anything crazy, nothing too crazy. No Pirates, of course, because the Pirates are kind of hot garbage. Pedro Castillo, actually, never mind. Castillo gets 269, 45 home runs, 116 RBIs for Pedro. Good old that. Good old love that one right there. Thomas Neal gets postseason MVP. World Series MVP goes to Omar Chavez there. 409 average, home run, 2 RBIs. American League, we got Calderon for the MVP. McKinley for the Cy Young. So the Angels have the MVP, Cy Young, and the batting title champion. McCall gets the save reliever of the year. Elvis Ramirez. You got Hunter Masterson, Eric Kazararian, Dennis Chambliss, Stefan Alonso, Seamus Simones, Christopher Spence, Sean Morse, Chase Dolan. We got Brant there for the Silver Slugger. We got Damon Kirk. All right, Mark Schnell. We got Jose Lozano. We got Stefan Alonso, Luis Sandoval, Hunter Masterson, Christopher Strange. We got Fernando, okay. Octavio Hughes, and Doyle. Good old Doyle. We got Thomas Lindstrom, who was at one point in our farm system that we lost to the Rule 5. Westberg retires. Let's see, any other crazy. Nico retires. Brian Rincon retires from our Phillies prospect. James Wood retires. Morel retires. Nick York retires. Evan Carter retires. Let's see, we have any other. Addison Barger does retire there. We have Alec Burleson retiring. We also have, going down here, any other name? Dylan Dingler, the catcher. Jaron Duran retires. Saw a trade thing that said the Phillies should trade Eduardo Tate and Andrew Painter for Jaron Duran, and wholly overpay if I'm ever thinking of an overpay. Ian Hamilton hangs up the spikes. So does Jonathan India. Okay, Jonathan India, surprised still in the league. Ryan Kirkering, Alejandro Kirk, both retire. We have Jordan Lawler, Brooks Ree, Ha-Yu Lee retires. Matthew Liberatore retires. Kyle Manzardo. We have also any other big names down here? I guess none of these are really big names at this point retiring. We have, here you go, Andrew Painter, just talking about him. He does retire. Andy Rodriguez, former catcher there for the Pirates. We have Jojo Romero hanging up space. Carson Rucker. We got Nolan Shanwell. Adley Rutschman retiring. Anthony Salamedo retires. Former Pirate there. Andrew Vaughn retiring. Jordan Walker's retiring. We have Connor Wong, the catcher. And Cole Young, the former top prospect there for the Mariners, also hangs up. No one makes the Hall of Fame here in 2042, which is a damn shame. Not enough people make the Hall of Fame in this game, let's be honest. I'm not surprised if the show 25 literally has nobody make the Hall of Fame. Because you can have 400 wins, 4,000 strikeouts, and still not make the Hall of Fame. Take a look at our lineup here going into the 2043 season. These are the batters right here. Castillo in that 3-hole. We got Kenny Hawk, who is a rising star catcher. 75 overall there for the Hawk. Love to see that there for the kid. And our rotation, nothing crazy. Kind of the same as last season. Nothing has really changed here. Jared Jones still sticking around. Renee Sandoval, so our closer. Paul Skenes still sticking around. But next to Joe Peace.